Welcome to M&A Update, a series designed to showcase real clients, real case studies, and real results. Hi, I'm Brian Franco, founder and managing partner of Meritage Partners. For the last 20 years, I've been involved with public companies, private equity, venture capital, family offices, and angel investors. M&A Update is your trusted source of information to provide you, your business, and your company with the tools needed to successfully navigate the future. Welcome to M&A Update. Welcome to this segment of M&A Updates. I'm Brian Franco, and I'm pleased to be joined by Tony Ghodsi, former CEO and president of Englekirk Structural Engineers based in Los Angeles, California. Tony, thank you. Welcome. Thank you for being here with me.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. How does it feel for me to say former CEO and president of Englekirk?
It's a little bit weird.
Yeah.
After 35 years with the company, 20 years of running the company with my partners,
yes.
It is a change.
Yeah.
It is a change. It's a learning curve,
yes.
For sure.
Well, a well-deserved change, because we worked hard together, our firm and your team, on the recent announcement of the sale of Englekirk to WSP USA. And they have been very excited and for this opportunity. And when you think about it, our firm was brought into the discussion and negotiation in late 2019, early 2020. And if I remember correctly, I think that you were originally contacted by WSP in 2018.
Right. Originally, it was actually a few years back with a different generation of WSP.
Oh, wow.
So this was really the third go around.
Really?
And that one, it didn't go anywhere. It was a short discussion, and the goals were not matching quite a bit. And then the second round happened, and it took like 9 months or so. Mm-hmm. And it was supposed to close, the deal was supposed to close in March of 2020.
Yes.
And we all know what happened. The pandemic happened.
The pandemic
and
happened.
The plug was pulled, right before our closing. And everything went on hold, and we didn't hear back from WSP for a few months, and then we contacted you. And the story goes from there.
It does. Yeah, and fortunately, Meritage, we had the opportunity to work with WSP on another transaction, right around that time frame. And once the pandemic hit, it was, no one knew what to expect in the business world and even your personal life. And so, but it's been great because Los Angeles region has been growing. Projects are popping up everywhere. Englekirk seems to be atop of the list every time I look at these projects.
We try to be, yes.
And which is amazing. And so, when we met with you and we were talking through, your expectations, it was clear to me that this wasn't just a merger or proposed merger of your firm with another, so that you can cash out and sail off into the sunset, as they say, right? Maybe I'll let you say in your own words, what did this opportunity mean for you, the business, and the people of the business at Englekirk?
Yeah, absolutely. The goal was never me and any of our partners to just sell and leave. That was never the goal. The goal was that how do we expand our business? We're doing fantastic in LA region and Hawaii, but it was a smaller and shrinking market, and we were getting squeezed by bigger firms, national firms coming from Canada, different places, both on the upper side of the market and smaller projects. So our goal was that how to create opportunity to get into different sectors, more exciting sectors, whether it is aviation, whether it is global warming and carbon content and all this new technology, sustainability. So how to grow business both for our employees that are very talented and have a lot of goals of themselves, and also geographically. How do we break out of just LA, Orange County, Hawaii market? Historically, we had tried different places, Sacramento, San Francisco, Seattle, but it never was successful. So we were looking at both expansion of geographically and market sector, both for our growth of our business and also give a lot of opportunities to our employees. Different sectors to go to, different geographically. We were losing a lot of people moving around or wanting to do different type of work. So we were looking for an opportunity, and WSP philosophy, from beginning, we thought that is a very good match to our philosophy. They're very client-oriented. They're like a small business. They're letting us run the business the way have been doing it, and we've been successful. And at the same time, gives us a lot of technical knowledge, opportunities to just on our fingertips to get help whenever we want, whether it's with a big name international architects or different market sectors. So that was really the main catalyst for this deal to happen.
Yeah, now you can see that, and the reality is, you will probably see employees stay with you, but maybe for personal reasons they're moving to another part of the country or another part of the state. You talked about diversification from a geographic standpoint, and I applaud you because when you think about the Hawaiian markets, it's extremely difficult to go open an operation there, and you did that, right? And you also talked about how difficult it is when you even look at geographies in the Bay Area, San Francisco Bay and Sacramento and those regions, and those are also difficult areas to get into. But to your point, having WSP, the strength and the muscle of WSP allows you to then qualify on these RFQs in ways you've never been able to before.
That's exactly the goal. WSP has a lot of, and the goal is mutual. They have a lot of clients from all over the country, especially in the New York area, that they do a lot of projects in California or seismic zones. And they were looking at how to service those clients, because it's very hard to do it from their Chicago office or New York office, because that's the only two other structural firms that they have. They're a very large firm and a lot of diversification, but structurally that's the only two firms. So for them was really the goal to us to be the anchor to get into West Coast and expand in West Coast to service their clients and at the same time expand our services.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. So when we think about, let's talk a little bit about, I'll ask you a question about your experience with our firm and
Well, yeah, as I said, that before the pandemic, we were almost close to a deal, but it didn't happen. It was a little bit of a struggle because it's hard to go through these mergers especially with a publicly traded firm, because there's a lot of regulations, a lot of paperwork and everything. So we were struggling with that last time around. So this time around, that when we reached out to you, we didn't even have a discussion with WSP. But since you closed a couple of deals with WSP, so you were very familiar with them, with the players, expectations, both on the legal side, on the accounting side. So then you opened the door for us, the conversation, for them to come back into the table and basically get the same deal and slightly even better than last time around. But also mainly your knowledge and your team of the law firm that you brought and the accounting firm that you brought, and they just finished another deal with WSP. That really helped us to really close this deal in less than 6 months, which is pretty good for a complex deal as such.
Yeah, it was complex when you think of the corporate structure and the different entities and the different geographies that you were servicing. But we're glad to hear about your experience with us and our firm and Meritage. We really pride ourselves on being sharpshooters, is what we say, and we know that if we had to taken you to market, in this case, we had WSP there. We've worked with them, you've worked with them, but I'm convinced that was and still are the right partner for you and to accomplish the goals that you set out and the expectations that you had as president and CEO of the organization to lead and guide your people. And
absolutely. And so far, I mean, the last month or so that we are exchanging ideas, we are exchanging leads on new projects. It really shows that the mentality is really similar. The MEP firm, TK1SC, that they're in LA, they're very close to us. We have a lot of good projects with them. And the WSP team is very flexible and very helpful for all of this to happen on a small scale business.
Correct.
Not the corporate that we are all concerned about.
You're correct. Yeah. And the way I see it is it's almost an alumni of entrepreneurs, right? That have joined WSP you all have the same goal and vision.
Absolutely. Everybody who we talked to, Rick Rome, and they all have been business owners,
Yes.
similar to us, similar type of businesses. They were entrepreneurs, they were business owners, so they understand all the ups and downs of this, of our business, and also the merger with the big firm.
Well, you know, M&A can be a difficult process, and you know we thank you for trusting our firm
Absolutely.
to guide you through that and to bring in the team of advisors that we've worked with from attorneys and CPAs, because that experience really helps in the transition. Because when you think about this, when we disappear into the background, right? It's going to be you and as part of WSP on a go-forward basis, and we want to do everything that we can to allow that transition to happen organically, but also we want you to come into that relationship with minimal anxiety or stress or concern, and a lot of that is accomplished in the deal, in structuring the deal. So thank you for trusting us.
And no, thank you for all the help. I mean, we had some tough moments at some points. Yes. And it was great to have the team of lawyers working day and night, really, and weekends, yes, and Sunday night and everything, yes, and the CPA, you know, that all jumping in and trying to solve the issues and kind of reach an agreement when you have 4 conference call a day with a lot of lawyers and CPAs. You really need a good team, and you guys brought us on the table, and you were every step of the way you were behind us, and that's really appreciative of that.
You're welcome, Tony. Well, thank you for joining us
Absolutely.
here. And
thank you for
looking forward. Yeah, of course. Looking forward to staying in contact. And,
Absolutely.
And we'll see you soon.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Thank you.